And for the news abroad, here's Kat Dumaraos from Bangkok, Thailand. Kat, good evening.
Good evening, Angela. The Saudi-led coalition admits in a report that the deadly airstrike it launched on a school bus in Yemen was a mistake. Bong Duquesa explains why.
The air attack launched by the Saudi-led coalition on the Yemen school bus that killed 51 people in early August was unjustified, according to the coalition on Monday. Turki al-Maliki, the spokesman of the coalition forces, made the remarks at a press conference in Riyadh 2 days after the Joint Incidents Assessment Team issued a report on the deadly air attack. According to the report, the coalition had intelligence saying senior officials of the Houthi militias were on the bus, so the airstrike was a legitimate one. However, it was not executed at the right time and at the right place. We fully accept the findings. We launched the airstrike at the wrong time and made mistake in following crossfire rules. We will hold all those responsible for the mistakes accountable in accordance with the relevant laws and regulations. He pledged to hold those responsible accountable and ensure the victims get compensated. According to the spokesman, the Joint Forces Command of the coalition will revise and enhance its rules of engagement and guarantee non-recurrence of such incidents. On August 9, a coalition airstrike hit a school bus in Yemen's northern province of Sada, killing 51, including 40 children. Bong Duquesa, UNTV, News and Rescue, Middle East.
The founder of the HAQQANI militant network has died after several years of illness, the Afghan Taliban has announced. JALALUDDIN HAQQANI was a significant militant figure in Afghanistan and had close ties to both the Taliban and Al-Qaeda. The HAQQANI network has been behind many of the coordinated attacks on Afghan and NATO forces in recent years. His son is believed to have taken over control of the group in 2001. A curator of the National Museum that was destroyed by fire in Rio de Janeiro is now trying to salvage items from the charred remains of the building. The Brazilian government, meanwhile, will seek international help amid plans of allocating a budget for structural restoration. Beverly Saison tells us why.
Brazil on Monday mourned a fire that destroys its national museum, a cherished historical repository that lacked a sprinkler system and was reeling from years of financial neglect. A museum curator said she rushed into the ashes to collect what remained of the museum's meteorite exhibit so the artifacts would not be confused and swept away with charred remains of the building. I was in a rush to get in there because I knew how to recognize them. I knew where they were so that I could try to recover some. They were brought out of the ashes, a real phoenix. The one-time Imperial Palace's pastel yellow facade remained standing, but a peek inside its giant windows revealed a roofless interior of blackened hallways and charred smoldering beams. The museum, which tied to the Rio de Janeiro Federal University and the Education Ministry, was founded in 1818. It housed several landmark collections, including Egyptian artifacts and the oldest human fossil found in Brazil. The destruction of the building where emperors once lived was an incalculable loss for Brazil, President Michel Temer said in a statement. Brazil's Culture Minister Sergio Leitão said the blaze was likely caused by either an electrical short circuit or a homemade paper hot air balloon that may have landed on the roof. Education Minister Josieli Suarez said the federal government would spend an initial 15 million reais in 2 separate installments to restore the structure and rebuild its collection. He added that Brazil would seek international help and was already in discussions with UNESCO. Beverly Saison, UNTV News and Rescue.
The flood-hit South Indian state of Kerala declares a health alert after 11 people died of leptospirosis or rat fever in the last 2 days. The government asks everyone who came into contact with floodwaters to take medication as a precautionary measure to avoid an epidemic. Health officials in the state say there was no immediate cause for alarm and the situation was under control. Devastating flooding has killed around 400 people in Kerala since June. And those are the news from around the globe. Back to you, Angela.
Thank you, Kath Dumaraos from Bangkok, Thailand. After their successful special participation in the Morissette is Made concert in Dubai, the Wishful Five enjoyed a one-on-one scuba diving lesson with Kuya Daniel Razon. Brian Evangelista tells us why.
The extraordinary and memorable scuba diving lessons with Kuya Daniel Razon was a wish granted for the Wishful Five as they had fun at the KDR Smallville, a dive center and garden resort located in Kalumpang, Bulacan. It is a state-of-the-art scuba diving facilities several minutes away from Manila.
Yan nga, kasi hiningi namin tong get-together na to sa kanya. Grabe. Hindi siya nagdalawang isip na mag-yes. So, very grateful kaming wishful.
Tinuruan niya pa kami personally na mag-swim. Kasi we all know si Kuya, sobrang busy ng schedule niya eh. And ayun, sobrang feeling ko special tayo. Special kami kasi binigyan niya kami ng time.
Carmela, meanwhile, feels closer to nature as she reviews the scuba diving lessons at KDR Smallville, which she previously learned in the dive sites in Morong, Bataan.
Yung feeling na nakapag-scuba diving ako, gusto ko maging serena. Ganun yung feeling na ang sarap tumira sa ilalim ng dagat. Parang nasa ibang mundo ako. At sobrang nakaka-amaze yung creation ni Lord.
Kimberly, on the other hand, is awed by the scuba diving facilities of KDR Smallville, where she thinks it's easier for her to learn the said basic water sports. She quips that if she could enjoy the 20-feet dive pool at the KDR Smallville, she is sure to enjoy what Carmela had seen in Morong, Bataan.
Na ang saya pala, ang sayang lumangoy, ang sayang makita mo yung nasa ilalim. Sabi ko, what more pa kaya kung sumama talaga ako nun sa Morong? Eh di mas nakita ko yung mga talaga nasa ilalim ng dagat.
As KDR Smallville is designed to be a perfect place for families and friends to unwind and relieve themselves from stress, the Wishful Five is very thankful to Kuya Daniel for allowing them to enjoy such wonderful and one-of-a-kind diving experience.
Ang dami-dami niyo pong binigay na opportunity, na privilege, and also binibigyan niyo kami ng breath of fresh air na labas sa aming trabaho for enjoying this awesome trip sa Smallville. Kaya po maraming salamat for loving us.
And we hope na kaming mga wishfuls ma-adapt namin yung deeds nyo to do good for others para mag-reflect din sa amin as your products yung pagmamahal sa kapwa doing public service.
Brian Evangelista, UNTV News and Rescue, Bulacan.
Meanwhile, a World War veteran breaks his own diving record as the world's oldest active scuba diver. Leslie Longboen tells us why.
Ray Woolley, a 95-year-old British veteran of World War, took a plunge to explore a shipwreck off Cyprus, breaking his own record as the world's oldest scuba diver. On Saturday, Woolley dived for 44 minutes at a depth of 40.6 meters, beating his previous record of 41 minutes and 38.1 meters when he was 94.
Oh, great! Lovely to break my record again. And I hope if I can keep fit, I'll break it again next year with all of you.
Woolley and dozens of other divers scored the watery depths around the shipwreck of the Zenobia, a cargo vessel laden with trucks that sank about 2 kilometers off the southern Cypriot town of Larnaca in 1980 on its maiden voyage. Woolley, originally from Port Sunlight in northwest England, who now lives in Cyprus, said he had first visited the wreck in 1982. A radio operator in the Second World War, he has been diving for 58 years. Zenobia, which now lies on its side with its 90-odd trucks still chained to the vessel, is extremely popular, with divers in about 60,000 visit the site each year. Leslie Lomboan, UNTV News and Rescue.